Here are 6 mind-blowing facts revealed about Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Folks, whether you loved it, you hated it, or were somewhere in the middle, there's no question that Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker left fans with many, many questions. The first and foremost being, who did Sheev Palpatine f***? Also, when did he f***? And was it while he was a senator, when he was like this crusty Sith boy? We got questions.
It's not a story the Jedi would tell you.
But aside from that pressing issue, there are also so many other mysteries that were set up then left unresolved by the time the credits rolled. Thankfully, our colleague of the written word, Nerdist.com's contributing editor Lindsay Romaine got her hands on the Rise of Skywalker visual dictionary and found that several answers to those lingering question marks had already been revealed. So we're going to break down the 6 most mind-blowing details about Episode 9. Now, obviously, there's going to be spoilers from this point on, like the fact that Sheev smashed. But since you've already seen the movie, most likely, what do you care? Just use this time to like and subscribe instead. If you haven't seen it, why are you here? You know what you're doing. You did this to yourself. Bye, Boo Frick. Number 1. What's up with that planet at the beginning of the movie where Kylo Ren goes all ham on the inhabitants just to find that Sith wayfinder? You know, like, hey, how do I get to the temple? Oh, good, this ancient Tom-Tom. Well, it turns out he found that ancient Tom-Tom on the planet, which was actually the home base of his dear old goth grandpappy, Darth Vader. That's right, it's the world of Mustafar. You know, the lava planet where Vader had his epic fight with Obi-Wan Kenobi, taught him a lifelong lesson about the high ground, left him looking like a Hot Pocket. It's been left in the microwave for like way too long, but still frozen on the inside because couldn't feel love. Anyway, now we saw Mustafar pop up briefly in Rogue One, but why does it look so different from what we saw in Revenge of the Sith? Is it climate change? And also, who are all those dudes in big hats that Kylo cut down to size? Now, according to the video game Vader Immortal, Mustafar is finally in a state of healing after being caught in a gravitational tug of war between 2 gas planets. As for those dudes in the funky fresh headgear, well, it's revealed they're actually called Vader cultists, and they're part of the Alzamec of Winzit.
What?
That's right, the Alzamec of Winzit. They colonized the planet to protect the ruins of his castle where the Wayfinder was being kept. Sure, squatters' rights. Number 2. Is Jana Lando's kid or what? Now, before Episode 9 hit theaters, there were rumors and leaks that abounded that said Jana would be the daughter of Lando Calrissian. While it is revealed the two are going to go look for her family, there's not really any other evidence in the movie they might be related. Until now. Now, according to the visual dictionary, after Luke and Lando lost the trail of the Sith dagger on Pisana, Lando decided to stay there and set up shop, just, I don't know, enjoying whatever weird space Mardi Gras they happen to be celebrating. And eventually, he raised a daughter there. However, it's also revealed that at some point the First Order came a-knockin' and abducted her, along with a bunch of other children from former leaders of the old wars. While that's not exactly a confirmation, the timelines do add up. Now, we're going to just have to wait and see if Lucasfilm decides to explore this storyline further in the future, but it may be quite some time. Number 3, Ben Solo's training with Luke began the same year that Rey was born. That's not exactly a mystery, but it does help add some context to this timeline. According to the visual dictionary, it's revealed that Luke began training his nephew when Ben was about 10 years old in the year 19 BSI, aka before Starkiller incident. And this was also the same year that Rey is born. Now, does his introduction to the Force somehow tie into her birth and the subsequent Force dyad they created? It's unclear, but it certainly seems possible. It's also revealed that Luke's Jedi Temple was destroyed 13 years after he began training Ben. So that's roughly 6 years before the events of The Force Awakens. Now, admittedly, there's a little discrepancy in the dictionary about who destroyed Luke's temple. It says Kylo did the deed, but the most recent Kylo Ren comic from Marvel says the opposite. But hey, it's not like Star Wars would ever contradict itself, right?
You come from nothing. You're nothing.
Well, from a certain point of view, who can say who's right? Numbers 4 and 5, who is piloting the Emperor's Final Order fleet, and what's up with all of those Sith fanboys sitting in the stands on Exegol? Well, all of those creepy hooded dudes are Sith eternal cultists, and yes, they all live on Exegol and do the Emperor's bidding, because like, what else are you gonna do there, get struck by lightning? And it's also revealed that it's their kids who are piloting all of the Sith Star Destroyers sitting above Exegol. Now, according to the visual dictionary, all of those gross cultist kids have been raised from birth to, quote, revere the power of the dark side. End quote. Number 6, how did Rey fix the Skywalker lightsaber? The answer, Force healing. I know, sounds crazy, People love crystals. Seriously, force healing. It's the same power that both Rey and the wee baby Yoda used to heal other people was used to heal/repair the Kyber crystal within the lightsaber. As for the technical side of laser swords, Rey got the info she needed to fix it from those sacred texts that she took from Octo.
Page turners? They were not.
Huh, looks like they actually were page turners. Oh. Well, you know what? If nothing else, it's nice to see that J.J. Abrams didn't throw out everything that Rian Johnson set up in The Last Jedi.
And then we just float away.
With the rest of the garbage.
And there you have it, folks. It's great we finally have some answers to those lingering questions, but it sure would have been nicer to actually have them all explained, like, in the course of the movie, instead of having us go out and, like, find sacred texts of our own available for a market sale retail price of, like, I don't know, $40 or something.
Clear your mind of question.
But anyway, what do you folks think? Do you all think this should have been revealed in the movie? Or are you cool finding the answers in a book? Would you be cool with an extended edition if it meant we could get more info crammed into that already packed movie? And seriously, who did Palpatine
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
Let's discuss. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, why not give us a like and subscribe while you're at it? And if you want to get notified every time we go live with a new show or drop a new video, please feel free to mash that little bell. That way you can be up to date on all the latest theories, news, and rumors in the pop culture world.